honey bun. Hey guys, welcome to Grace Reporting. Thank you guys for pulling up with me. I'm your girl Grace, and today guys I want to talk about Will and Jada Pinkett Smith about their now open marriage. Oh my god. Child, at this point, nothing surprises me with Will and Jada because I feel like Will and Jada has been open from the beginning, okay? So, Will has his memoir coming out in November, which is next month, because we're now in October, the beginning of October. So, he's coming out with his memoir next month, and in his memoir, he's talking and he's revealing all his little secrets. Who didn't know that they had an open marriage, okay? He's saying that he has an open marriage with Jada, and he also stepped out on the marriage. Now, remember, not too long ago, Jada got a lot of flaggings for sleeping with August Austin, whatever his name is. That guy, you know. So she was in a 4-year relationship with him, according to August. You know, and Will was just flabbergasted. Everybody was making fun of Will. Everybody was making memes about him. He was like the butt of every joke. That was embarrassing. That was highly embarrassing because this is somebody that you've been with for 23 years. That's how long they've been married. Now, the question I want to pose to you guys today: are you guys in a marriage of convenience? Are you guys happy in your marriage? Is marriage a thing of the past? Should marriage even be in today's society? Those are the things I want to ask. Please comment, leave a message, leave your comments, and let me know what you think. You know, and are you in a marriage of convenience? You know, that's very, very important. So he's basically saying, you know, he wanted to sleep with Halle Berry at one time. I mean, I'm sure most men do. Halle Berry is a dime. Let's not be stupid. Even if she's 80, 90, she's just a timeless beauty. To me, I think Halle Berry is fine. I don't know why she can't keep a man. That's another time for another day. Okay. But Halle Berry is beautiful. She's a beautiful, beautiful woman. So I'm not surprised that he said her. So I just feel like I don't know why they're still together. I'm just annoyed with both of them at this point because why are you guys having an open marriage? Are you guys in my community? Are you guys in open marriages? Is it okay for your man to go out and be with another person, come back home, be with you, and act like it's all good? Please leave your comments to let me know, because this open marriage thing, I feel like that's the new norm, and a lot of us is not talking about it. And some of you guys are in open marriages and don't even know it. Ooh, oh God. So back to Will. So he was saying that he's in an open marriage with Jada, which makes sense because remember when Jada had the relation with August, and August came out and he was just, you know, broken. To me, I felt he was broken. But let's take a look at what Will had to say about his GQ magazine that's coming out in November. Let's take a look.
Did an interview with GQ for the November cover story. The King Richard star shared an excerpt of his upcoming memoir that discusses a period when his marriage to the Matrix Resurrection star wasn't working, which led the 53-year-old actor to talk about the decision he and Jada made to not be monogamous, revealing she wasn't the only one, quote, engaging in other sexual relationships. Quote, Jada never believed in conventional marriage. Jada had family members that had an unconventional relationship, so she grew up in a way that was very different than how I grew up. There were significant endless discussions about what is relational perfection, what is the perfect way to interact as a couple, and for the large part of our relationship, monogamy was what we chose, not thinking of monogamy as the only relational perfection, he said, adding, quote, we have given each other trust and freedom with the belief that everybody has to find their own way, and marriage for us can't be a prison. And I don't suggest our road for anybody. I don't suggest this road for anybody. But the experience of the freedoms that we've given one another and the unconditional support, to me, is the highest definition of love.
Okay, bunnies, as you can clearly hear and see, Jada and Will are a mess. Just to sum it up, he wanted a conventional marriage. And what is a conventional marriage? Basically, it's a marriage of monogamy, being together. You be with one person, one man, one woman. That's a conventional. Jada, as he stated, was brought up in a family of unconventional marriages, of unconventional relationships. That's a sign right there. That's a sign right there. That's something you need to address, and is this something that can affect your relationship later on, which it ultimately did. So he wanted to be in a monogamous relationship, and she wanted to be in the for the streets relationship. Okay, let's just keep it a buck. Now I feel like Jada hit Jack Pocket, or the hot pocket, one of the pockets, when she met Will. Okay, because Will was an amazing actor. He's a well-accomplished actor. He's been around for a while, and his money is long from here to the Mississippi River. Let's be clear. You understand? So she probably felt like, you know what? I'm going to be with this man. I'm going to hold on to him, you know. And that's how that went down. So I feel like that's why she said, you know what? We could be together. You could do your thing. I do my thing. And we just be together. And I think that's the relationship that they have up to today, which goes into August. August said that Will gave him permission to be with Jada. I believe it. I know they came out and said that that wasn't the case, but that's a big thing to come out and say somebody said about you, and then you just casually come out. No, I didn't say. No, girl, I didn't say he could. No, No. Will gave him the green light, and he did go on the rodeo. Okay, so I feel that's what happened. Now we're gonna take a look into August, right? But before we take a look into August, there's a clip that I want you to see that I dug up about her. This was back in, I think, 2018, and around that time, August was in her life. Take a look at this little video, and you could see why I say Jada is for them streets. Okay.
Yes, I've had several.
Jada Pinkett Smith opens up about her struggles with addiction.
I'm hoping that it will give people the freedom also in their lives to find their truth.
The 46-year-old actress got extremely candid on the latest episode of her hit Facebook Watch series, Red Table Talk, where she revealed her addiction to sex.
My sort of addictions jump. They jump around. When I was young, I definitely think I had a sex addiction of some kind. Yes, that everything could be fixed by sex.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, bunnies, as you can clearly see, Jada is a freak. Let's just call a spade a spade. Jada is a freak, and Jada don't need to be with no one man. She needs to be with multiple men. Okay? Henceforth, why she was with August again. She's been for the street, and you see that last part how August gave that little smirk like you gotta watch people body movement. That's because at the time he was also sleeping with her, because remember he said it was her for 4 years. So 2018, 19, 2021. So, you know, he was with her around that time. So as you could clearly see, she said she feel sex can fix anything. Now, a person who says sex can fix anything is a hoe. Let's just call a spade a spade. A person who can come out their mouth and say, you know what, sex can fix anything, girl. So if you're about to get fired, oh, give him a little sex. If you're late on your rent, oh, give him a little sex. If your baby father ain't acting right and you need some money but y'all not together, oh, give him a little sex. So you see what I'm talking about? So a person who can say that and who has kind of lived that lifestyle is somebody you need to be very wary of. You cannot bring this person around your man. And this is that somebody you definitely don't need to be marrying. Did Will ask all these questions before he went on and married Jada? I don't think so. I think Will was just infatuated by her. She is a beautiful woman, you know? So I'm not surprised about that. So, what's his name? August. As you know, August was with her. And he was with her for a long time. And he's still a young man. So 2019, he was very young when he met Jada. I feel personally Jada likes young man. And she liked them the awkward young. The 15, the 20, the 18. You know, not like young like 25, 20. You know, she liked them the baby young. Where she can throw on her experiences on them. And let them know who's the queen and who's the king at the same time in one body. I feel like Jada, you know, she mentally mess with their minds sexually, and you know all that chemistry is mixing, and they don't know what's going on because they're just like, oh my god. So I think Jada does that. I think she's a well experienced woman when it comes to sex, and I feel she used her experience to, it's like a spider, put you in your web. Okay. So I feel that's what she does. She's like a spider. Okay. But getting back to August Austin, Alstein, whatever his name is. I could never pronounce his last name. Getting back to him, let's look at the video that he had to say about the relationship with Jada.
I actually sat down with Will and had a conversation due to the transformation from their marriage to life partnership that they've spoken on several times, and it, not involving romanticism. He gave me his blessing, and I totally gave myself to that relationship for years of my life, and I truly and really, really deeply loved and have a ton of love for her. I devoted myself to it. I gave my full self to it. So much so to the point that I can die right now and be okay with knowing that I truly gave myself to somebody.
Right, you did the right thing.
And I really loved a person. I experienced that. I know what that feels like, and some people never get that in this lifetime. So I know that I'm completely blessed.
Okay, bunnies, as you can clearly see, August is still heartbroken, or at least he was when he did the video. Now, he says that he can die knowing that he gave his full self to another human being. That's deep. Because how many of you guys are in a relationship that you're not even getting a half of that person? They don't cater to you. They don't care about your feelings. They don't care about if you ate. They don't care about how your day's going. They don't text you. They don't call you. They don't check in on you. They don't do a lot of little things. That's the little things that count. But yet you guys are in a relationship. So for him to say he could die knowing that he's given himself fully to a human person in love, he gave his heart, soul, mind, body, and everything else, okay? So for him to say that, that's deep. That's very deep to me. How many of you guys' husbands can say that about y'all? Huh? How many of you guys' husband can say that? Like, I love my husband. I love my wife. I would give my heart. She have my soul. She has everything. Tyrone, go order the Chinese food. You tried it. And he really, really loved this woman. He really loved her. And I think up to today, even though everything came out and, Will was very upset with Jada, he wanted an explanation from Jada at her red talk table that she does. He wanted an explanation. He wanted to know, why did you do this? But I don't know how Will can say he wanted an explanation when it was clear as day that he too was out there doing his thing, based on what he said in his upcoming memoir book that's coming out in November. He too was going out there having sex with different people. So how can you be mad at her? And I'm not here to pick up for Jada, but I'm just saying, how can you be mad at her when you're out there doing the same thing? You can't do that. You can't come out here saying and making people look at Jada like, damn, Jada's a hoe. When in actuality, you also are a hoe, and you also are out there dipping and diving in the pond of sex, and you out there also are spreading your wings and flying. So you cannot make it seem like Jada is the only one that's been out here running and dipping and diving. That's not fair, Willard. So, yes, Jada is for the streets, but so is Will. Maybe, you know what? Don't get a divorce. Stay together. Because he wanted to know what happened. Why did she feel she needed to go to August? And, let's take a look at the video and see what he had to say about the Jada with the red table talk. Let's take a look.
I think you need to say clearly what happened.
And I got into an entanglement with August. That's what I said.
Hey, that's what I said.
An entanglement?
Yes. Yes.
A relationship?
Yes, it was a relationship. Absolutely.
We decided that we were going to separate for a period of time and you go figure out how to make yourself happy.
I was in a lot of pain and I was very broken. Now, in the process of that relationship, I definitely realized that you can't find happiness outside of yourself. Mm-hmm. And luckily enough, you and I were also going through a process of healing in a much different manner. Mm-hmm.
During that time, launched into an interaction with August. What do you feel like you were looking for?
I just wanted to feel good. It had been so long since I felt good.
Okay. Remember the entanglement that happened like I think a year and a half ago now? When Jada came out, you know, it was said that she had an entanglement and everybody was going entanglement. That was like the new word for the year. You know, and Jada was saying, you know, I had an entanglement. So Will was like, why don't you just come out and say you were for the streets and you was in a relationship with this man? Yeah, well, you know what to do, baby. You know how I am. I'm unconventional, baby. You know, so she basically admitted to being with another man because she said it's been so long, and the emphasis on long was what did it for me. My God. She was with Will and she was unhappy. She was unhappy because she said she's been broken. She wasn't in a good place. She was unhappy. You know, all these things. You know, and she needed healing. But how you gonna find healing by being with a 22? Hi, what kind of healing? I'm confused on the healing. You know, so she wanted to be with August. Let's just call a spade a spade. She saw August. She was attracted to him right off the gate, you know, and she wanted to be with him, and she accomplished that. She accomplished that. So that's what that was. He got his answer in national TV. That was the fool. I wish I would expose myself furthermore in national TV and be the meme of everybody jokes. That's crazy. And that's what he became. And that's what he's kind of known for. He's known for the meme of the jokes on in the Instagram world and in the social media world. And I'm just here to ask you guys, are you guys happy? Are you guys happy in your marriages? Do you guys want to get married? Huh? What's your marriage life like? I want to know. Leave a comment. I really want to know. Are you guys in bliss? Are you guys in heaven? Are you guys like, oh, I love you, Tyrone. I love you, Grace. I love you, Betty. I love you, Sandra. I mean, what is the state of your marriage? Now, I want you to know Jada is full of it. Jada is not in love with Will. You know who Jada is in love with? Tupac Shakur. May he rest in peace. That's who she's in love with. She's in love with a person that's no longer here with us, unfortunately. She went on national TV and she read a letter stating that, you know, her and Pac was always cool. Matter of fact, take a look at this little video here. In this video, you'll see what I'm talking about. Then we'll be right back.
I believe this was the original concept because he wrote this, I believe, when he was at Rikers. And I was like, I don't think he would have minded that I share this with you guys. Some say nothing gold can last forever. And to believe this, I need no proof. I have witnessed all that was pure in me and be changed by the evil men can do. The innocence possessed by children once lived inside my soul, but surviving years with criminal peers has turned my warm heart to cold. I used to dream and fantasize, but now I'm scared to sleep, petrified not to live or die, but to awaken and still be me. It is true that nothing gold can last. We will all one day see death. When the purest hearts are torn apart, lost souls are all that's left. Down on my knees, I beg of God to save me from this fate. Let me live to see what was gold in me before it's all too late. Pac.
Okay, bunnies. Okay. Let's be very clear. She said, I don't think he would mind if I share this with you guys. Where did she have that letter? That letter looked very crispy. You know, when you have something for over a period of time, it gathers some color. When did this letter appear? And why are you on the social of the media reading what another man wrote to you when you're in a whole marriage with 2 kids, a dog, and a cat? What are you doing? What are you doing, Jada? So when she did that, I was like, which part of the game is this? This must be the unconventional part. You know, because I feel like he just allows her to do whatever she wants to do. I don't feel he have much say so with this woman. I feel whatever she wants to do, he does it. He just goes along with it. Because at the end of the day, they're not in a relationship. They're more like roommates. That's what they are. They're roommates. They're not in a solid, love-lasting relationship. No, they're not. They're absolutely not. And now we all know that they have an open marriage. Now we all know what the true deal is. You know what I'm saying? So now everything has been unfolded. Now, for you to go on TV and basically read a letter from your ex, that is a slap in the face. And that's why everyone was looking at Will like, what are you doing? How haven't you taken full control of this situation? How is Jada up here reading a letter that her ex wrote her back in the Gap? How are you not handling this? So, Will is for the streets, Jada's for the streets, and this in the streets they shall meet. Period. Oh, my goodness. And another thing is about Miss Jada Wader. Well, not Jada Wader, Miss Jada. Is coming up, it's alleged that she's now being accused, or it's being talked about. I don't think she's being accused. It's being talked about that she was with Chris Cross. Remember the dark-skinned one? The dark-skinned one? Him? She was with him when he was 15 and she was 22, child. My God. So as you can see, Jada's name is always entangled. She picked the right word. She was in an entanglement with August, but she's entangled with all these different kind of sexual situations. You know what I'm saying? So now Jada is being accused of being with a youngin when she was 22 and he was 15. Allegedly. Okay? Because we're not sure for sure. But next thing you're going to hear is surviving Jada Pinkett Smith. That's going to be the next thing you hear. Mark my word. And do you think Jada treated Will well in this marriage? Do you think this is an agenda for Will to come out eventually that he's a gay man? Do you think all these things correlate together to make a big puzzle for us to be like, oh my God? Because you never know. Because there's been speculation about Will that he may be, have a little sugar in his tank. So do you think this is something that's the lead up to him coming out eventually? I think so. So listen, man, at the end of the day, if you're in a relationship, in a marriage, let me be specific. If you're in a marriage and you hear somebody say, I want to have an open marriage, it's before they came to you with that proposal, it's already been an open marriage. Please believe it. Before they come to you with that proposition, baby, I want to have an open marriage, they've already been open. Absolutely. So now it's up to you. Are you going to sign that agreement to be in an open marriage? Oh my goodness, child. All I know is it's a lot going on. It's bad. Marriages are falling apart. And people could say, I'm married, but I'm not happy, or, I want a divorce. I've heard people say that. And I've heard people say, well, I've been with him for so long, might as well rock it all now. Might as well stay with him and just be there for the kids, even though the kids are 50 and 80. But you never know, they may still need us. People have all the excuses in the world why they want to stay in a loveless marriage. And that's not fair to you guys. Let me just say something to you. That is not fair to you. Don't be with somebody just because they have money, wealth, and worldly possessions. That's not fair to you. So that means you have all these materialistic things, but you will never know the true depth of love. You will never know what it's like for a man to love you or a woman to love you, because you're chasing material things and money. If you're not happy, just make a plan. A little plan. Get a book. Make a little plan. And eventually sort it out and make an escape route. That's what I think you should do. You have one life to live. You're in an open marriage, an open relationship. Close those doors. Those are demonic spirit that you're allowing in your life and in your space. All right, I want to get too deep. All right, guys. I just want to thank you guys for pulling up with me. I want to thank you guys for subscribing. continue to subscribe. I thank you so much for that. And I'll be seeing you guys real soon. And if there's anything that you want me to talk about, just let me know. I would like to go live, but I'm waiting for my subscribers to grow a little bit more. I said at least 500, but if it gets to like 350, I'll do a live, and then we'll chop it up in the live. So guys, continue to subscribe so we can reach these goals together. And another thing too, I would like for you guys to support this channel, and this is the Cash App information. Things get broken, things got to get fixed, and your support is well appreciated, and it goes a long way. It could be $1, I don't care. So I just want to thank you guys so much, and have a fabulous day. Bye, bunnies. Bye, honey fun. Later, guys. Subscribe and donate. I appreciate you. Bye.